Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you are all well, my brothers and sisters. So this is a quick clarification video, and I know you guys are used to normally seeing me out in the field, but a lot of my work is managing teams and actually sitting behind a desk. Alhamdulillah, over the years we've established an organization here with over 250 staff and lots of different departments. And the reason why I'm mentioning that to you now is because of the video that came about and the controversy surrounding it, which was Shaykh Haitham Al Hadad's video regarding Zakat, the way it's distributed and the way it's implemented. So, of course, we want to thank the Shaykh for doing this video because sadly, there are charities that exploit Zakat and don't use it in the correct manner. And in the Shaykh's video, one of the first things he spoke about, or one of the last things he spoke about, and I want to draw your attention to that, is that in the end of the video, he said that there are exceptions where it's difficult to distribute cash.
There might be some very few exceptions to this, okay, in terms of application, not in terms of theory, when there are areas that you cannot give poor people cash. Then that has to be treated according to the limitations. الضرورة تقدر بقدرها. They cannot just say, yes, the project is Zakat eligible. No. You say that, okay, that we cannot take cash to the poor people in that country, and they appointed us, and this is their needs according to them, not according to us.
So as you heard within the Shaykh's video, there are exceptions. And after this video, I called the Shaykh personally and I spoke to him, and here are some of the voice notes of what we discussed.
Regarding this situation that you have mentioned, where you cannot transfer money to Syria or to some other places. Okay, go to the poor people. Yeah, if you can go to them one by one, family by family, and have on a piece of paper identify the needs of each family. So let us say family A, what do you need? They said we need food. Family B, they said we need clothes. Family C, they said that we need a tent. Then write these needs down. Evaluate those needs. Okay? And then what you can do, say to them that, see, we have zakah money, because maybe some of them might refuse zakah money. We have zakah money, but we cannot give it to you as money. Yeah? We want your approval that we buy the food for you with this money. What kind of food you need? Yeah? Okay? And assess that. This is the right way of giving zakah as a wakil. If someone were to say that this is very difficult logistically, although some other people have done it, to inquire, to ask the poor people, what do you need? Then, if you know that this camp, they need food, or they need medication, or they need shelters, then you should appoint a committee from them, okay, just to avoid conflict of interest, to assess the needs, to confirm the needs, and to act, okay, with you on their behalf as the recipients, and to inform them. Yes, please, to inform them that we are going to get zakah money for you, but because we can't deliver it as money, we are going to do this and that for you. We want your approval and consent. I hope that it is clear.
So after listening to the voice note of the Shaykh, one thing that he stressed and emphasized on was the need to have bodies that regulate and verify that people are zakat eligible and that they've been consulted. So alhamdulillah, within our organization, we have two very important bodies. One is the Special Cases Department, the Lajnat or Idarat al-Hala, and the second is the Lajnat al-Ulama, or our board of scholars. Both have very important roles within the organization. So now we are outside the offices of the Special Cases Department. I'm going to take you inside, inshallah ta'ala. This team is made up of both male and females, because as you can understand, those who are eligible for zakat are of both genders. So this is the men's team over here, the brothers, and you can see they're busy working. It's late at night and they're still working, alhamdulillah. I'm going to take you over to the sisters' side. Yalla, yalla. And these are our sisters, alhamdulillah, they're working. You can follow me through. So, Ansari, mumkin tala' li al-adbara. So you can see these are all the files where they have the cases that they've been to visit, and there's obviously different stages where they go and visit, they visit again, and things are signed off to make sure that people are 100% zakat eligible. And then of course, every single case has a file. So all of the cases that you see that we film have a file as follows. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. The first thing is a normal survey that contains all of the basic information. And then we have something that's very important, permission of the beneficiary that we can film them, so that they've signed that we can film their case. This is also something that the beneficiary themselves writes that they are in need of help, and then they sign it. Then we have, for example, a medical certificate from the hospital or clinic. And then there's photographs of the actual case. So you can see this person was injured in the airstrike, has a severe deformity to the leg. And then finally, we have a photocopy of the person's ID from the local authority. And then this is a very important piece of paper. Every time the person receives aid from us, they have to sign this piece of paper to say that they have received it. So you can see this person received aid on 2 occasions here. So this is the stringent process that we take to make sure, number one, your people or the people that we're delivering your amana to are zakat eligible. And secondly, so that there is a follow-up process that we can make sure that people are receiving their amana and there's no exploitation or any of that going on. Sometimes we have people from inside Syria who want to donate funds, and they also want to give sadaqah or zakat. So the team here, Ansi Manar here, she has lots of cases. She has the images ready on her laptop, and she's going to explain to us some of the cases that she's looking at the moment. Faddali, Ansi. So this is someone who is burnt, a 4th degree burn. This is a child that's got shrapnel in his eye. So someone who was hit in the head and a serious head injury because of airstrikes, etc. And so you can see people who are just generally very, very poor. So these are all here so that we can serve you guys and deliver the amana in the best way. The second body that I want to speak to you guys about is our board of scholars or board of ulama. Alhamdulillah, we're one of the only charity organizations here in the north of Syria that actually has a body like this. Prominent scholars who overlook the implementation of all of the projects. And here in Syria, we have day-to-day cases where we need to ask, is this halal, is this haram? So we're always going back to the scholars. The team has access to the scholars so that they can ask them. And this is all so that we can deliver your amana in the best way.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. حياكم الله وبارك بكم. اليوم سنتعرف على مشروع مميز ورائد في مشاريع مؤسسة اقرأ. مشروع نرجو الله تعالى أن يتقبله منا. نسعى فيه أن نكون قدوة لجميع المؤسسات والمنظمات في الداخل السوري في بلاد الشام الطيبة الطاهرة المباركة. مشروع المكتب الشرعي في مؤسسة اقرأ. للمرة الأولى نسمع بمؤسسة يكون في داخل نظامها وقوانينها أن يوجد فيها مكتب شرعي.
Now the last thing I want you guys to see is a video where we've built a house for a beneficiary, someone that's in need. We bought the land, we've built a home, and then you can see him signing the paperwork to say that this is now his, and if he wants to sell it, whatever he wants to do with that, that is now his. So this is part of our work. I hope this provided clarity for you guys, and inshallah we hope that we can continue supporting the people here in Syria. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.